Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. LSU quick to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Faulk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. The completion well past the sticks. That's a fumble.
Like that wood on that nigga.
How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this fourth down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on fourth down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. A first down for the offense. The give from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
The Cardinals get enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Right on target this time. Tackle is made after the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't throw it in.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They want to get this defense on its heels. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Cardinals want to move quickly. The run from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Louisville.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going to throw deep right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
Off he goes! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his man, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Busts through behind his pad. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires into the end zone. And the pass hits. Picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On the move, it's Sanders. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. It'll be a run on third and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Floating away. He's going to run it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Sellers. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good community.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina!
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
He's got it down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Morton. Feeling some heat. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football on the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback moving, trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit.
Going up top. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. He'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Shoots it to the left. He's got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Catch in the middle, it's Long. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Bernard. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers, they came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab. It's Prentice. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's right on target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
South Carolina, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
The Gamecocks will try to move the chains on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Looking left. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, your goal of the defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Man, shit, bitch. Man.
What a big play to come up with
You
that
see.
turnover.
Man.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Harbor. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes his connection. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to add another to their lead. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that...
He's off to the races. Inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air, it's Sellers. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you...
everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another SEC team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. This one will be fair caught. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Running with purpose. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Makes the grab. It's Parber. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. The Gamecocks come to the line in a hurry-up.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Runs right over the defender. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass. It's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
Keep it on the ground on first and goal.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much.
No shot to bring him down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kurt.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards on a first down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Trying for a fourth down completion. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner heads out of bounds. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the runner takes off to his right. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Green. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game getting closer to midfield. And the Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Sategna.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Just a good job up front by this offensive line, getting a hat on a hat and be able to give this running back from Arkansas enough room to get upfield and pick up that first down. Nice play.
Bringing pressure. Contact as he let the ball go. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
quarterback did a good job of hanging in there and delivering the pass, knowing that the hit was coming, and it paid off.
And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is caught. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Here comes a throw from the red zone. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Green. The pass rush closing in. Caught in the flat by the running back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Moves left out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but they snuffed
Give me
out the
that.
drive.
Give me that. Give me that.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And he's going to launch it deep again. And he's intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Back to pass. It's Green. Defense is coming after him. Breaks loose at the 45. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made after a big gain. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for the 44.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep his drive moving.
The Gamecocks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's a quick grab. Touchdown, South Carolina. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense now.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hogs. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Let's it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Sellers. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And the Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He slings this one deep down the left side. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. 1st down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's caught. It's Jackson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Sategna. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Here we go, national championship game, fourth quarter, one possession game, Kirk. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure late in the game? They still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Chris, good job here on this stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds. The clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. For defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into...
He's looking deep here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. First down and 10 now. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Running through the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
QB decides to keep it here. Trucks through the defender. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. The Gamecocks come to the line to run the hurry-up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead. He's at the 50. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10.
Oh, my gosh. This defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
It's first and goal in 4-down territory. They need a touchdown and a PAT to take the lead. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Dropping back, it's Green. Pass caught, can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Well, here we go, Chris. Late in the game, national championship, and it's third and goal. It's a great opportunity for this offense. You know that defense is expecting pass. Maybe you trick them. Maybe you rely on that offensive line in the back to try to get him in, maybe with a draw play.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And it's incomplete, very near
great game comes down to this. Time for one final play, and they've got to get it in the end zone for the score with a shot to win the game.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The ball falls to the ground, and you have a national champion. With the last team standing on the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.